Hey, I'm Gary, and welcome to another segment of Interviews with Experts. Today I'm joined with Dr. Sarah, who is a Toronto-based naturopathic doctor and detox specialist. And I think we're going to talk today about foods, and there's a lot of talk these days about foods, in fact, and what are good foods, whole foods, organic foods, all sorts of things. But the food that we eat, as you would tell me, have all sorts of different outcomes for us, right? And so let's talk about foods that give us peak performance and peak endurance. In general, right?
In general, okay.
And then we should talk about specifically maybe foods that we might want to consider eating more of to enhance our sex lives.
Okay, good. So I'd say when it comes to endurance, often what people choose for snacks, lunch, are foods that are high in sugar and simple carbs. So that's the reason why they feel great when they eat those foods, and then an hour later they feel like lightheaded and really, really tired. They feel like crash.
Name one item, a chocolate bar?
A chocolate bar, of course, or even just something like white pasta. Right? You have a big bowl of white pasta, you feel really full and great. 2 hours later, you're like, I need a nap. Or 1 hour later, I need a nap, right?
Okay.
Those aren't good foods in terms of endurance. Fats, good fats, can help you go longer, okay? Without that sugar spike and sugar crash. So that's the difference. Like, that's what I like to educate people on, is choosing foods that don't spike your sugar and then bring you down with the crash, but foods that'll kind of keep you going along throughout the day.
So what's a good fat?
I like avocados, fish,
Okay.
nuts. Nuts make a huge difference, right? Also a good source of protein. So you have some nuts before you even have a food that's higher in sugar. Even then, you're going to balance things out a little bit better than just having that carbohydrate dish.
Okay. Okay, so that's for endurance.
Yeah.
Right?
Performance.
Now, performance. Something different?
Well, for sexual performance.
Why not? Let's talk about sexual performance.
The big one is maca, right? So I mean, what I tend to tell my patients is go to a nice health food store, pick up some dark chocolate that has some maca in it, and just have that instead of some unhealthy treat. It's great for performance.
Okay, so I have to ask you. So it's a pretty general term, performance.
Yeah.
Are you referring to, what are you referring to when you say that?
So when I talk to my patients about performance, really they can experience the intimate relationship with their partner for longer, which is where the endurance comes in, but also just it's more pleasurable in terms of, for men, they'd have a stronger erection. For women, again, it's just the entire experience is more pleasurable.
So I got to ask you about that because that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So if I go to the health food store and I buy this chocolate with maca, and should I be eating it 2 hours before sexual relations? Or it sounds a little bit like a prescription. So I'm just...
Well, it is actually maca you can buy in supplement form. So a lot of I'll talk about my male patients. A lot of my male patients who use maca, they are taking it in supplement form. And then when it comes to foods, they'll have the foods additionally, like in addition to the supplement that they're already taking.
Okay.
I don't want to give your viewers false hope that they're going to go to the health food store, buy this dark chocolate bar with maca in it, and it's going to be a whole new experience for them.
Life-changing.
Life-changing
No.
experience.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, well, but that's good because there's no question that there are foods that assist in certain ways and foods that detract in many ways too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to distill it down to maca.
Okay.
Chocolate maca.
It's awesome.
For performance, and on the endurance side, we like good fats.
Fatty acids.
Okay, avocados, nuts,
fish oils. Perfect.
Excellent. Great advice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And how can our viewing audience get a hold of you if they'd like to take advantage of your services?
They can call the clinic at 416-929-1618.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah. Thanks for joining us on this segment of Interviews with Experts.